Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
I'm reaching my dreams with GUT. They're the ones for me. I'm reaching my dreams with GUT. They're the ones for me. Since 1983, they've been serving the country, and we like all their financing, giving the people what they want, what they need, what they love. Come and join the family that's here for you all the way, from birth to graduation, your first job to your home and your car through your golden years.
The GT Credit Union has been actively supporting nation building through its many sponsorships and programs, including financial literacy quiz, Pass the Torch Calypso program, junior cooperatives in secondary schools, CPEA, and the TAMCC grants. The credit union has helped many people make their dreams come true. Let them help you with yours. You don't have to be a teacher to be a member. So what are you waiting for?
GUT Credit Union, it's where you belong.
This is the GBN News for today, Friday, September 18th, 2020. I'm Beverly, Telesford. In the headlines, National Democratic Congress announces support for the decriminalization of marijuana and pushes for legislation. Farmers elect Roderick St. Clair as their representative in the Senate. Massive amounts of sargassum seaweed washed ashore on Grandlands Beach and the Carnage. And a woman in police custody following the death of a Mount Rose resident. In sports, football resumes with the Pure Grenada Cup this weekend. And in around the globe, new Minister of Health in Guyana accuses predecessor of coronavirus cover-up. The details to these and other stories after this message.
Get high making money moves with the NLA's new Aces High Scratch game with 4 chances to win. Beat the dealer's card to win the prize shown. Reveal an A symbol. And just like that, you are automatically a winner. Scratch away to win the top prize of $10,000. Win easy with Scratch. Must be 18 or older to play.
Good evening to our viewers and listeners on K105. This is GBN News at 7. The National Democratic Congress has taken the bold step to put the decriminalization of marijuana as one of its mandates halfway to the country's general election. During a press conference Friday morning, political leader of the NDC, Franca Alexis Bernardine, said it's time to move forward. Cherian Blackman-Stephen tells us more.
If this present administration fails to act on the recommendations of the report and refuses to establish the framework to study and implement the recommendations, as well as the decriminalizing issues which are supported by the people, the NDC commits to doing so as a priority on forming the government.
The National Democratic Congress is urging government to proceed with discussions and legislation toward the decriminalization of marijuana for medicinal use as well as small quantities for personal purposes within one's private home. Political leader of the NDC, Franca Alexis Bernardine, addressed the issue on its policy on marijuana decriminalization in Grenada during a press conference Friday morning.
The National Democratic Congress has concluded that the time has come for Grenada to adopt the relevant recommendations of the CARICOM Regional Commission project report on marijuana, as outlined in their 2018 document, the actual report. The NDC hereby endorses the recommendations of the report and calls on the government to take the necessary action to amend and enact legislation as necessary. At the same time, we call on everyone to respect the existing laws.
The NDC leader suggested that tickets be issued rather than conviction for people caught with small quantities of marijuana. She says this is time for forward thinking.
People who are ill and people with disabilities must be able to access these products We cannot have pharmaceutical companies and big industries come in and market our products as products, and we are still behind. There are tremendous economic implications in all of this for us. We should not allow fear, conservative attitudes, and uncertainty to hold back innovative initiatives that could help people.
The National Democratic Congress is inviting the general public to a forum to discuss the issue of decriminalization of marijuana to be held in 10 days' time, beginning with the nation's youth. Cherian Blackman-Stephen, GBN News.
Former Agriculture Minister and executive member of the New National Party, Roland Bola, says he welcomes the commitment on the part of the National Democratic Congress to urge government to push towards the decriminalization of marijuana. In an exclusive interview with GBN on Friday, Bola said he hopes that commitment will be upheld when it is needed.
This is an issue that you cannot rush into. It is something that we believe as a party will be done. In fact, in Prime Minister's response to that question yesterday evening, he started by saying if that same question was posed to him 7 or 8 years ago, his answer and feeling would have been different to the way it is now, because the world is changing rapidly, and that is an issue that must be dealt with and dealt with properly. So I am happy that the National Democratic Congress is calling on government and is at least saying that they are prepared to support an issue like that.
Now, during a meeting on Thursday, farmers and fisherfolk elected Roderick St. Clair to replace former farmers representative in the Senate, Dr. Dunstan Campbell. Dr. Campbell resigned with effect from September 2nd, citing health issues. Addressing those whose interests he hopes he will soon represent in Parliament, St. Clair, who currently serves as the general manager of the Grenada Cooperative Nutmeg Association, outlined his immediate plans once his position as farmers representative in the Senate is made official.
The first thing we need to see is that the Ministry of Agriculture need to assist the senator's position, and not just for potentially me, as my brother say, moving forward. There must be a secretariat, an office set up to support the work of the Senate. That must happen. So there is a place, there is a home. A lot of farmers want to have meetings, they want to discuss, and there is no way, no place. I mean, let's look at Mr. Clouden. I never know he had an office. Mr. Campbell never had an office. How does he meet people to conduct the business of the farmers? So this is something that we want to ensure that is on the table. We also need to have dialogue. And one of the first things we should be doing is calling all the interest group again. It doesn't mean all the 100 farmers, but the major groups. We meet what are the challenging issues and make that become the new mandate which we would be able to work. So we have
St. Clair defeated his competitor Jason Phillip from the Grenada Poultry Association. To make St. Clair's position official, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell will be required to submit his name to Governor General Dame Cecile Lagrenade. An unpleasant sight to behold, the accumulation of the dreaded sargassum seaweed on the world-renowned Grandans Beach. The heat from the sun did not lighten the task of riding the seashore of weeds. GBN on Friday caught up with the crew in on the action.
We are here on the beautiful Grandans Beach, where a vast amount of seaweeds has been washed ashore overnight by high tides. Now the local brigade, along with a couple volunteers, has joined forces to have the beach cleaned up. Cleaning up this cluster of sargassum seaweed may take about 4 days, says Judy Lett, who works cleaning the beach for the past 32 years. She, along with other workers, say it's not a first-time experience, but it's something they enjoy doing.
It's no different because it's no strange to me. I work here 32 years and it's not first time the seaweed is coming up on the beach. So it's no strange to me. But I love to do my job. I love it.
our kind of beach here is now, so we are customary really warm way time there, so not no new thing for us, okay? Money was more, so we taking out everything, and then we get my friend come to help me, so that was nice.
2 months ago, the Southside Brigade were engaged in a similar way, much like today. However, General Supervisor of the Brigade, Andre Eisen, says this time round, the accumulation is about 3 times the last amount. Eisen speaks of how they intend to proceed with the cleanup.
Now is preparing some big massive holes that we're going to dump the seaweed in, and we're going to unify together as a team, like I said, and get this done as quickly as possible. We're hoping that we can really clear this up in about 2 to 3 weeks with our manpower.
He explains what he believes happened since there is no sight of the seaweed in the water.
I looked at that earlier on a while ago, and I was asking one of the beach vendors where does she think it comes from, because when I looked at the show in particularly, I realized that the whole front of the area was clay. And she would have said to me, she thinks that when the tide comes up in the night, it comes in, you know what I mean? Because it's unbelievable to know that you were here yesterday and there was nothing here, and within 12 hours, from 24 hours within the night into the morning, the beach is rammed with this thing, you know what I'm saying? So I was looking at everything on the outskirts, and if you notice the dark coloration in the water there, I would believe that's the same things that have gathered there, and if the tide rises and the waves increase, then it brings it up again.
He welcomed the assistance of 2 volunteers who came along to assist. One of them spoke with GBN.
With, let's say, the Grenada gang, a bunch of sailors that sailed in here to Grenada, and we're very thankful and grateful to be here. So thank you. Got me out here today, and I thought it was a great way to give back to the community and say thank you for everything that you guys have done for us.
From the water's edge, as you can see, there's no sargassum in sight. I am Christelina John for GBN News.
Meanwhile, Grandad's Beach was not the only area affected by the sargassum seaweed. Here's GBN Christelina John once again.
It's quite a different outlook here on the Carnage. As you can see, quite a large area of this inner harbor has been infested by the sargassum seaweed. We took the opportunity to speak to a few of the boatmen who plied a trail along here on the Carnage to hear what their thoughts are on this accumulation of the seaweed. Some of the fishermen say the seaweed can sometimes be beneficial to them while fishing. However, it can be detrimental to their boats if caught in the engines.
The wawet what's on the Carnage here, the only effect it has, you know, sometimes it could go in the engine holes and it could just block the pee holes and things. But the wawet is not really a major issue because fishermen catch fish from the wawet. So when the wawet is in the ocean, fish goes under it to hide, and they have other predators that go below there to feed, right? So the fishermen make their living from the wawet and stuff when it's in the ocean. So I don't really see it as a major issue.
We normally go towing in the 4 in the morning. Sometimes the moss on the line, you know, it's always be like a problem. Every minute you have to haul in, taking out moss, you know what I mean? Yeah.
While talking to the fishermen, it was brought to our attention of oil on the surface of the water. Some folks are of the impression that it must be a spill from one of the boats docked there. Oil spills, according to research, can harm living things because its chemical constituents are poisonous. This can affect organisms both from internal exposure to oil through ingestion or inhalation and from external exposure through skin and eye irritation. Christelina John, GBN News.
In another development, fisher folks say they need government to fix the ice machine at the St. George's Fish Market. They say it has become very challenging for them having to source ice daily. One vendor says the problem has been existing for the past 3 years and nothing has been done to rectify the issue.
Having a problem actually on the whole western side. One of the biggest problems we have right now is ice. From St. George's, St. John's, and St. Mark's. A very serious challenge, because as I tell you, that we might have to end up all in St. George's here to get ice right now. They are very, very challenging right now for the fishermen.
5 years now I've been vending in the fish market, and for the past 3 years it's been the worst facing the ice problem. Well, we're in here, the machine breakdown, and we had to find ice on our own every day. When we speak to the manager, they tell us it's not the business, it's our goods, so we have to find the ice ourselves. So we want assistance. We want the government to listen and hear our cry because we need the ice. Every day we have to find ice, and we have a serious problem.
Another fisherman says it has become somewhat like a competition between them and the company selling ice. He wants something to be done soon so as to preserve the labor.
Go to the companies, they still give you a problem to sell the ice because actually they want it for the use as well. Well, I would like to see the government put new machines.
Normally, we sell in a fish market, you know. Yeah, but when we come in now, it's still kind of slow about it, so we have to ice the fish to keep it chill. So like when grandmother find, should like be up and running, you know what I mean? So it'll be a little bit more easier for us.
Still to come, a new water treatment plant to be commissioned at Munich St. Andrew. Stay with us.
Envision more and get what you want with a Make It Happen loan from Republic Bank. Laptops for back to school? We make it happen. Home improvements? More space for virtual classes? That can definitely happen. What about a new car or a staycation? Explore paradise at home. Let us make it happen too. It's easy, quick, and affordable. Apply today for a chance to win US $1,000. Let Republic Bank make it happen for you. Call us today for an appointment at any of our locations island-wide or visit republicgrenada.com. Special terms and conditions apply.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
It's the craziest summer deal ever from K&L Bookstore. Buy one, get one free. Deals on notebooks, pens, pencils, glues, crayon, file paper, everything needed for the new school term. Deals also on office supplies. So visit K&L Bookstore at the corner of Young and Scott Street, or give them a call on telephone number 321-3500 or 420-3507. At K&L Bookstore, the craziest summer deal is on.
Our superheroes are all among us. They don't wear capes nor have superpowers. In fact, they appear to be quite ordinary. They are the ones who provide us with food. They are our farmers, our grocery store workers, our vendors. They are our fishermen. They are the ones who heal us, our doctors and medical practitioners. They are the ones who protect us, our police officers. They are all the other essential workers who make this period bearable. And how can we forget our teachers, dedicated to educating our children no matter the circumstance? To everyone who is doing their part to make sure the wheel keeps turning, Ariza says, thank you.
Are you looking for some early cash for Christmas? Yes! Then join the fun online. Play Waggy Team Virtual Bingo! Because on Sunday, October 4th, from 6 p.m., you can win not 10, not 15, but a whopping $20,000 US cash! And the best part is, tickets are only $20 US. Available at gotofet.com or special box offices island-wide. And if you don't have any idea how to play, then visit our main office at Bruce Street Mall, where one of our agents will go through the process step by step. Remember, Sunday, 4th October, Waggy T Virtual Bingo is now $20,000 US. You don't want to miss this.
How going on, boy? Hey, good old things. Hey, Daisy. Yeah. Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day. Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service. Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy. Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016. Or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Bruv. Hello? I can't see you. What's good? But I can't even hear you. Yo. Hello? Hello? Ah. Okay, I see. I'm good. I'm coming in. Ah. There you are.
Live the experience right now. Enjoy high-quality video calling today. Stream, upload, and share with Digicel super fast LTE network. Visit our stores today and live the experience today. Digicel.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Envision more and get what you want with a Make It Happen loan from Republic Bank. Laptops for back to school? We make it happen. Home improvements? More space for virtual classes? That can definitely happen. What about a new car or a staycation? Explore paradise at home. Let us make it happen too. It's easy, quick, and affordable. Apply today for a chance to win US $1,000. Let Republic Bank make it happen for you. Call us today for an appointment at any of our locations island-wide or visit republicgrenada.com. Special terms and conditions apply.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back to News at 7. A female remains in police custody following the death of a man who was believed to be her brother. The incident occurred in Moncton, St. Patrick on Thursday, sometime after 1 p.m. Reports reaching GBN News say the siblings were engaged in an altercation after the brother came home allegedly under the influence of alcohol and was rowdy. It is alleged that he advanced toward his sister with a knife, and during the altercation, he was injured. The victim, a 32-year-old male, was pronounced dead at the scene. Police say an autopsy is pending to determine the actual cause of death. The latest homicide brings the records for 2020 to 14. Now, a new water treatment plant will be commissioned in Munich, St. Andrew. This joint venture by the National Water and Sewage Authority and government under the Basic Needs Trust Fund is valued at some $600,000. Dimani Bruno, engineer in the Planning and Development Unit of NAWASA, said the construction will accommodate the additional demand for water to remedy the increasing population growth in the area.
For that reason, we had to upgrade the plant because of the turbidity of the water. When I say turbidity, that's the discoloration of the water because of particles from the river and so forth. The new plant now, which is, we built it for a capacity and an ideal condition to 100,000 gallons.
Bruno says the new plant will now allow for the metering process to take place.
The biggest issue wasn't the supply of water to the communities, but because of the quality of water. So once we had the turbid water and the existing treatment plant could not have done its purpose, we had to shut it down. So right now we have additional area to clean the water, and now we have additional storage, especially in the dry season, so it can be distributed much better. Right now we're doing metering system as well, because a lot of houses did not have meters before because we just couldn't provide the quality of water. So we're doing that right now. So we're looking at the end of October. middle end of
The
October.
project also created employment for people within the area. It's time now to take a look at what our cameras are focusing on. Stay with us for tonight's edition of GBN ISAW.
A good eye captures all. GBN ISAW is brought to you by Clear Vision.
You know us, but we knew. You feel at home with every visit. An experienced team offering personalized courtier service and trendy brand name lifestyle products. We're changing the vision care landscape one customer at a time. Clear Vision Eye Center. People and technology coming together to help you see the world with a clearer vision.
Another garbage-related eyesore in tonight's ISAW. Submitted with the photographs, our ISAW reporter noted that a few weeks ago, Waste Management held a discussion on air about proper garbage disposal. He was appalled to still see the lack of due care and attention, photographed as the garbage collected was falling out of the truck. You can send us your ISAW submissions via our social media platforms or via our WhatsApp on 405-3052. We take a break, but still to come, government to take swift action to improve physical planning in the country. This is News at 7. Stay with us.
Can you imagine the world of Charles chocolates? Charles. Enter our world.
Tropical shipping is fast and reliable. Always on time, safe and affordable. Friendly staff here to connect you. Tropical worldwide, you must get you. Shop online and you get it on time. Hassle free to meet your deadline. Consolidate any size, any load with tropical shipping, so we ship everything. I can't wait to ship with tropical. Can't wait. No package too big, too small. I cannot wait to ship with tropical. No package too big, too small. Just ship with tropical.
Local agents, George F. Huggins and Company, Grenada Limited. Telephone number 440-8787 or visit our website at www.tropical.com. Email us at grenadasales@tropical.com. Tropical Shipping, committed to island life.
Missing the mass? No, here's an opportunity to win big with the Grenada Distillers Limited. Purchase any specially marked bottle of pure white or special dark for a chance to win. Look out for the Missing the Mass scratch ticket and win prizes instantly. Available at supermarkets island-wide. Prizes include mobile top-up, hydration backpack, domino sets, shot glasses, Clax Code product, t-shirts, and other Spice Mass merchandise. Plus much more. Grand prize. The ultimate Missing the Mass Clax Code beach line for you and 10 friends. Food, drinks, music, and more. It's the Missing the Mass scratch and win promotion. Clax Code Rum, Grenada's #1 rum.
Are you looking for some early cash for Christmas? Yes! Then join the fun online. Play Waggy Team Virtual Bingo! Because on Sunday, October 4th, from 6 p.m., you can win not 10, not 15, but a whopping $20,000 US cash! And the best part is, tickets are only $20 US. Available at gotofed.com or special box offices island-wide. And if you don't have any idea how to play, then visit our main office at Bruce Street Mall, where one of our agents will go through the process step by step. Remember, Sunday, 4th October, Waggy Tea Virtual Bingo is now $20,000 US. You don't want to miss this.
They say sometimes less is more, but at Real Value IGA Supermarket, we believe more is more. And since we are all about more, we want to buy more from farmers like you so we can sell more to our customers. If you have a farmer's ID and fresh produce to sell, Real Value IGA wants to buy.
For more information, contact Real Value IGA on WhatsApp at 405-4405 or give them a call at 439-2121.
Hills and Valley Med Care Center, located on Grenville Street, St. George's, has a highly professional team that gives excellent service in massage therapy, physiotherapy, speech therapy, medical consultation, and more. Hills and Valley Med Care Center sells a wide range of medical supplies, offers home visits for patients in Grenada and Carriacou, and opens Monday to Saturday, 10 a.m. through to 7 p.m. Visit or call Hills and Valley Med Care Center today, 435-6904.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Who wants to save 30%? Everybody. Now more than ever, Flow understands the need to make your dollar stretch. Our new bundles can help you save 30% off your current bill. Plus, get a free speed upgrade on your in-home internet. Simply add your mobile to your current home services account and save 30%. It's easy. Sign up now and save. All on the best fixed and mobile network on island. Visit a Flow store or call us at 1-800-804-2994 for more information. Flow, keeping you connected. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back. Prime Minister and Minister for Finance and Planning, Dr. Keith Mitchell, said he will be moving quickly to examine the whole structure of physical planning and make drastic changes after what he cites as a level of ad hoc and arbitrary building that is becoming prevalent across the country. In a press release issued on Thursday evening, the Prime Minister was quoted saying, "We must protect the integrity of our development process before it causes irreparable damage to our country." Prime Minister Mitchell said one of the imminent changes made to physical planning will be the establishment of a Physical Planning and Development Control Authority with responsibility for overseeing all planning and development matters, including environmental protection. The Grenada Community Development Agency, GrenCoda, has launched an ecosystem-based adaptation project that expands the Guave Marine Protected Area and trained personnel working in the area. Rena Perry tells us more in this report.
The much-needed project combines proactive and rehabilitative approaches through ecosystem-based adaptation measures. The project rehabilitates and restores riparian zones in the area, but most crucially, undertake a massive training and certification program, which includes PADI driving certification for volunteers and training in lionfish management and holding. GrenCoda worked alongside the Guave Fishermen Cooperative Society Limited to develop appropriate adaptation projects to mitigate climate issues after noting the depleting resources along the coast. The EBA project is a guide in environmental sustainability on the island as Grenada's coastal resources are under significant threat with pollution, nutrient runoff, coastal development, over-harvesting, and climate change. This project is just one of the many embarked by the Grenada Community Development Agency for the next 5 months. The agency will be engaging in an awareness campaign to educate the public on Grenada's fragile ecosystem. For GBN News, I am Rina Pear reporting.
Stay with us. We have the weather and sports up next.
Communal, we are adapting to meet the changing needs of our shareholders and members. Times are changing, and with the changing times comes a whole new way to do business. Our parents may have done their banking a different way. Communal's state-of-the-art online banking and international debit card allows members to do business with great ease. It's like literally having a branch in your very own hands. Need a loan? Apply online from the comfort of your own home anywhere in the world, and your request will be dealt with remotely. Want to transfer between your accounts or another shareholder? No wait time for transactions to update. Voila! Who needs receipts when you can receive them via e-statements on your mobile device and save the environment? Not a Communal member? You can join our family today by applying online. At Communal, we see you working hard to ensure that you save, invest, and grow. Communal. Join us today. This will be the best financial decision you have ever made.
Are you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements, or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 418-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Foliage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
Missing the mass? No, here's an opportunity to win big with the Grenada Distillers Limited. Purchase any specially marked bottle of pure white or special dark for a chance to win. Look out for the Missing the Mass scratch ticket and win prizes instantly. Available at supermarkets island-wide. Prizes include mobile top-up, hydration backpack, domino sets, shot glasses, Clax Code product, t-shirts, and other Spice Mass merchandise. Plus much more. Grand prize. The ultimate Missing the Mass Clax Code beach line for you and 10 friends. Food, drinks, music, and more. It's the Missing the Mass scratch and win promotion. Clax Code Rum, Grenada's #1 rum.
Ofio.com.
Sale. All the outlets, hotspot outlets. You're going to go to the Carnage, the Grenville, or the Sutter's hotspot, and you get sales and deals on all items. You can get these on potato, you can get these on saltfish, onion, garlic, mackerel, toilet paper, and we even have the currants and the raisin at $10 per pound. Lowest price island-wide. So people just come down or go up or go across, but just make sure and go to hotspots.
It's new, innovative and classy, and a cut above the rest. Your one-stop shop for bathtubs, kitchenette, customized doors and windows, and even a new paint job. We also sell quartz and solid surface countertops. At M&N Hardware, we offer best prices, excellent service, efficiency, and reliability. Visit us at Dusty Highway, Grandin, St. George, or call telephone number 440-6757. M&N Hardware, from foundation to roof. Let's build together.
It's time to join Sigoni Mohammed at our sister station TV6 for the latest weather updates across the region.
With that in mind, let's take a look at our forecast, because Anselm, today things have been really interesting in the Atlantic Ocean. Not just one or two, but 3 tropical systems forming within just 12 to 18 hours, and that hasn't happened since like 1893 or something. So that's a long time for this to even happen in a calendar day, and it doesn't look like much. It just looks like clouds swirling around in the Atlantic at various parts. But guess what? These clouds swirling around are actually hurricanes and tropical storms and areas of low pressure just waiting to develop out there. So let's enhance this and take a look at what we're really working with, because we're going to actually at this time realize and soak in the fact that we've run out of our designated 2020 Atlantic storm names, and this is a crazy year. The weather isn't really helping where this is concerned, and right now we've dipped into the Greek alphabet. This hasn't happened since 2005, so 15 years ago, and that's when we had hurricanes the likes of Wilma and Katrina happening. We're not seeing the same kind of thing happening at this point, but we're definitely entering into a new area where names are going to be used that we've never had used before. So only time will tell what the weather will bring. What we know for sure right now is simply this: Tropical Storm Beta is in the Gulf of Mexico. Hurricane Teddy is a major hurricane at this point, category 3 and 4 status, and it's going to barrel right into Bermuda well into this weekend. We have Subtropical Storm Alpha. This one made landfall over Portugal, and yes, it's part of the Atlantic, so we're monitoring it there as well. It's going to be short-lived. Tropical Storm Wilfred, very close to the Azores and of course to the Cabo Verde Islands. This one is strengthening further and could become a hurricane. And then there's a piece of cloud just off the African coast, which we will be monitoring for you as well as it moves in that westerly direction right toward the Caribbean. So it's a lot of activity, and we are hardly halfway into the hurricane season. So there's a lot going on there. But the big thing is, what's going to happen for us, Trinidad and Tobago? Are we going to be seeing any of these tropical storms or hurricanes in our area? And the answer to that is simply no. Not directly, at least at this time. But we are expecting some showers and isolated thunderstorm activity into this evening and pushing over into the weekend, as well as some really steamy temperatures. So let's talk about that right now. Into tonight's forecast we go, and we are seeing some settling down, but for Trinidad, look out for conditions to change significantly. We're expecting that increase in cloudiness overnight, possible isolated thunderstorm activity, so you may see some lightning in a couple of areas. Temperatures drop to 23 degrees Celsius, and that's going to be a minimum temperature for Trinidad well into Monday evening, so you want to pay attention to that. But look at this. Look at the highs during the day. Sunday and Monday, we are expecting to hit 35 degrees Celsius. It's going to be a scorcher. Even though Saturday kicks off with showers and thunder showers, it all clears up and we get that sunshine during the end of the weekend, and that's where you're going to see those thunderstorms popping up with daytime heating. So localized conditions in Tobago, a similar spell. Tonight, not too bad. Cloudiness increases. You get those showers, of course. Temperatures into this weekend for Tobago by late evening, they drop to 25 degrees Celsius, but during the daytime period, Saturday coming in at 31 degrees, Sunday and Monday for Tobago, 33 degrees Celsius. You are going to be feeling the heat into the end of this weekend. Come Monday, it's going to be wickedly warm. Even though we have that heat coming into play, you will look out for, of course, the isolated shower and thunderstorm activity with that gusty winds and the possibility of street or flash flooding. So the weather this weekend for us is going to be pretty brutal and a bit on the wicked side as well where temperatures are concerned. So you've got to stay hydrated, find nice, cool, shady areas, stay indoors, and if you don't have to go outside, just don't. Just stay inside and keep cool, all right? So that's a wrap on your forecast for you right now.
Weather for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique valid for tonight and the following 3 days. Weather tonight, partly cloudy, becoming cloudy at times with a light to moderate showers and a medium chance of thunder. Tonight's minimum temperature 25 degrees Celsius, winds southeasterly to southwesterly at 5 to 15 miles per hour, becoming variable to calm at times. Seas moderate to rough, waves 7 to 9 feet in open water. A marine advisory remains in effect, especially for the northeasterly and easterly coasts. Tides would be low at 10:15 p.m. and high at 4 a.m. Sunrise tomorrow 5:57. Weather for Saturday, September 19th. Partly cloudy to cloudy with light to moderate showers and isolated thunder, improving during the afternoon. Weather for Sunday, September 20th. Partly cloudy with a medium chance of brief light isolated showers. And weather for Monday, September 21st. Generally fair, becoming partly cloudy at times with a low chance of brief light isolated showers. Stay with us. Sports is up next. Fans, the conclusion of the GFA Club Championship has long gone into the records. However, more history is being created as the return of football resumes with the launch of the Pure Grenada Cup. The tournament, which was scheduled for the first half of 2020, kicks off this weekend at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium.
And now we are about to experience, I call it the parish rivalry with the Pure Grenada Cup. We will continue to follow the same protocols that was established for the previous competitions. We are working closely with the Ministry of Health and those who have asked us to ensure the necessary protocols for distancing and sanitization and the rest of it taking place.
President of the Grenada Football Association, Chani Joseph, says 5 weeks of keen competition is expected, albeit in the absence of Carriacou Stingrays. However, with the inclusion of the national under-17 team, on Saturday, Game 1, the St. Mark's Western Stars versus the St. David's Top Strikers. Game 2 would be Big Parish Stars versus St. George Royal Cannons. Meanwhile, President Joseph, First Vice President Alan James, and Director Leon Radix participated in the 70th FIFA Congress earlier today. The virtually held Congress is being described as the First Vice President as fruitful but not without reservations.
Also, there were no votes on the amendments to the statutes, but there was votes on amendments regarding to players eligible to participate for any member association. There were some changes to that in regard. From our standpoint, as a GFA, based on our reviews, we'll definitely sit with our legal counsel to draft a letter to send to CONCACAF and FIFA in the way we feel, based on our opinion, based on that statute. Because for what is being proposed, it doesn't really benefit us in Grenada, and not just Grenada, show all the Caribbean islands would won't benefit us in terms of getting person eligible to represent us. So we will be following up on that next week, so we can send that letter up to FIFA and CONCACAF in that regard.
Moving now to another sport, the much-delayed Indian Premier League starts on Saturday without its customary glitz and glamour, but the 2020 tournament is expected to be a welcome relief to cricket fans during the coronavirus pandemic. The short-form extravaganza normally starts in March, but along with other major international sporting events, was postponed as countries went into virus lockdowns. It was then moved to the United Arab Emirates as cases rose in India. All the 8 teams have been in strict biosecure bubbles since landing in the UAE, with the competition set to kick off when defending champions Mumbai Indians take on Chennai Super Kings in Abu Dhabi on September 19th. There will be no gala opening ceremony for the world's richest T20 league, and the games will be played behind closed doors at 3 venues, including in Dubai. Yet, the president of the Board of Control for Cricket in India, Sourav Ganguly, expects a surge in viewership for the 13th edition, with the matches scheduled for India's evening primetime TV slots. The tournament is set to bowl off with a blockbuster clash, with the defending champions Mumbai Indians locking horns with the 3-time winners and the runners-up of the last edition, Chennai Super Kings. Stay with us now as we join James Sanders of TV6 for more sporting action.
It's ladies' time at the crease, and England will honor the Black Lives Matter movement during the 5-match T20 series against the West Indies. Also says England captain Heather Knight. The first match in the series takes place on Monday in Derby. Knight says she had a chat with her teammates and they want to do something to honor the movement. She will have a word with the West Indies skipper Stephanie Taylor on the matter. During the men's series between England and the West Indies earlier in the summer, both teams took a knee before the start of play. Well, on your mark, let's hit the Mondo, where track and field took place in Rome with the Diamond League. The 100-meter women provided the buzz today, with Jamaican Elaine Thompson-Hira making her 2020 Diamond League debut, and well, she didn't disappoint.
Solid start for her, as with Kayla White, who now fades as Thompson-Hira now extends her lead and is going to take the win here in Rome in dominating fashion, and sub-11 she goes, and that, if it holds as the legal time, will be the fastest time in the world this year.
10.85 seconds, bettering Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price's mark of 10.86 as the fastest time in 2020. In the men's 100-meter, South African Akini Simbine, well, he dipped under 10 seconds to top the field.
In 6. And right away, Sisse with a good start, but in the middle of the track, here comes Simbine, and he is going to get to the line with the win. As he overtakes Sisse, I think Tortu comes up for third, and it will be a sub-10-second performance, currently 9.95 unofficially for Simbine. Good win for him.
All right, good stuff. Liga grabs the spotlight as Saint-Etienne have gone to the top of the table after victory away to Marseille. Well, the game finished 2-0 with Romain Harmouna breaking the deadlock for Saint-Etienne in only the 6th minute. The ball played across and, well, he just saw his left footer leaving the keeper. Well, he looked like a spectator. Another look at that one. And in the 75th, Dennis Buanga with the solo effort to give the insurance to make it 2-0. And the victory makes it 3 wins out of 3 for Claude Pouet's side. What a goal that was. Whew. Can't get your hands on that one, keeper. It's time now to take a look at what's happening in the world of sport linked to COVID-19. Tonight, the focus is on a cricketer, a football manager affected by the pandemic, plus the IPL.
We start with cricket. England all-rounder David Willey has tested positive for COVID-19. This was announced by the player on social media on Thursday. The 30-year-old Willey last played for England in the ODI series against Ireland last month. Willey tweeted, "Thank you for all the kind messages. My wife and I received positive COVID-19 test results." The Yorkshire player says he's gutted to be missing the remaining group games of the domestic T20 League Vitality Blast. Still in cricket, Royal Challengers Bangalore will be wearing jerseys with the words "My COVID Heroes" during this year's IPL. That's their way of paying tribute to all those on the front line in the battle against the pandemic. It will be printed on the back of their playing jerseys as well as the training jerseys. And in football, Middlesbrough boss Neil Warnock has COVID-19 and is set for a spell on the sidelines. The 71-year-old has gone into isolation, leaving the team managerless for their home game against Bournemouth this weekend and the trip to QPR next week. Warnock is set to be resting and in good spirits. Vinod Narwani, 264.
And now for the probe around the globe. Minister of Health in Guyana is accusing the previous administration of David Granger of covering up the true number of cases of COVID-19 in the country. We get the details from News Source Guyana.
While Guyana today recorded the 10th COVID-19 related death in the past 6 days alone, the Minister of Health, Dr. Frank Anthony, stood in the National Assembly and accused the previous APNU-AFC government and the former health minister of a cover-up of cases of COVID-19 and related deaths in the country. During his budget presentation, Anthony claimed that the former government did not test all deaths between March and July for COVID, although some of the persons who passed away had symptoms of the disease. He claimed that staff members at hospitals were instructed not to take a sample from those patients who died so that their deaths would not be counted. It is the first time that such a claim has been made against the former government and officials in the health ministry.
When you had a person who had all the clinical symptoms of COVID-19 and they passed away, the staff was instructed not to take a sample from those patients so that we wouldn't test them, and therefore those deaths would not be accounted for as a COVID-19 death. But Mr. Speaker, there is a methodology that the WHO can use to determine what is now called excess death during the pandemic. And we will be using that methodology, and we will be showing you that all the mistakes that you made then, that we will bring it to light.
Without providing details, the health minister also claimed that a cover-up of statistics was also taking place during the first months of the pandemic in Guyana.
The People's Progressive Party civic government took aggressive steps to strengthen our response, ensuring that there was an aggressive laboratory testing program, expanding contact tracing, providing exposed persons with testing and counseling, providing for an effective hospital treatment and care program for the critically ill. Mr. Speaker, we have been able to engage a number of international partners such as the PAHO, WHO, CARPA, CDC, World Bank, IDB, the Islamic Bank, the CARICOM governments, the USA, Canada, the European Union, and so forth.
Dr. Anthony also told the House that the government will continue to work along with international organizations to continue its fight against COVID-19. Between March and July of this year, Guyana recorded 20 COVID-19 related deaths. In the past 6 weeks, an additional 42 deaths have been recorded as the daily number of infections continues to rise.
U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo arrived in Guyana on Thursday evening and was greeted at the Cheddi Jagan International Airport by Minister for Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation Hugh Todd and Ambassador Sarah Ann Lynch. He was escorted to State House by his entourage, where he received a military salute and proceeded to meet with President Dr. Irfan Ali and team during a work dinner. Pompeo is expected to meet CARICOM Secretary General Erwin LaRocque before departing. The Secretary of State is also expected to sign a number of agreements with the Guyanese head of state, including a maritime patrol pact to fight off narcotics trade. From Guyana, his next stops are Brazil, Colombia, and then to Plano, Texas, USA. Further afield, the U.S. Justice Department is reportedly looking to use a rarely used sedation law against Black Lives Matter protesters in Portland. The city has seen 2 months of demonstrations against police brutality following the death of George Floyd. Al Jazeera's Rob Reynolds reports from Oregon.
Portland has become the flashpoint of America's culture wars. There have been well over 100 consecutive days of Black Lives Matter protests demanding justice for George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and other black people killed by police.
We care about Black lives, and I'm a mom, and I heard George when he called out Mama. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here, because George called out for his mama.
What are you doing?
President Donald Trump sent in federal law enforcement in late July, ostensibly to protect a federal courthouse. That intensified the protests, some of which went from peaceful to violent.
Officers are taking lawful action. Do not interfere.
Police arrested scores of people. In recent days, protesters say the number of demonstrators has decreased sharply. But the Trump administration is contemplating a new legal crackdown.
In response to the protests here and in other cities, the U.S. Attorney General William Barr has reportedly urged federal prosecutors to bring charges of sedition against some of the people involved. That's a rarely invoked federal law designed to punish people who try to overthrow the government of the United States.
Legal scholars question whether such charges would hold up in court.
And if you look at the most recent examples where sedition has been charged under this act, it's not been successful. I think juries and judges alike tend not to like to convict on this unless there's real hard evidence to show that there's an imminent threat to the government.
No peace. Experts say aggressive prosecution could stifle legitimate free speech and political expression, which are protected under the U.S. Constitution.
I think the threat of the arrest alone will be sufficient to make some people feel it is not safe for me to go out on the street and exercise my First Amendment rights. And the thought that the government would wield its power in a way that would curtail or chill or silence that type of speech should be really frustrating, upsetting, threatening to us as Americans.
And that's it for the probe around the globe. When we return, we'll recap the headlines. Recapping the headlines, the National Democratic Congress announces support for the decriminalization of marijuana and pushes for legislation. Farmers elect Roderick St. Clair as their representative in the Senate. Massive amounts of sargassum seaweed washed ashore on Grandlands Beach and Carnage. And woman in police custody following the death of a Montrose resident. In sports, football resumes with the Pure Grenada Cup this weekend. And in around the globe, new Minister of Health in Guyana accuses predecessor of coronavirus cover-up. Now, if you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at gbn.gd or on GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Beverly Telesford. That's news. Good night.
Let's cook Grenada, a practical culinary guide